Now we're going to solve for problems involving polygons. Number one, or the instruction is find the value of x and the figures. So number one, this is a triangle, so 46, 25, and x. So for us to answer this one, we need to know what's the measure, the total measure of all the angles in the triangle. So to find it out, actually the answer to it is you could get the number, the total number of the total measure of all the angles in a polygon by the formula 180 n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. So if it is triangle, so triangle, there are 3 sides, so 3 minus 2, so 3 minus 2, that's 1, 1, so 1 times 180, 180, 1 times 180, it's 180. So the total measure in a triangle, it's 180. However, if you will memorize it, if it is a triangle, that's 180. If it is 4 sides, so number of sides, 4 sides, if it is 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral, that's 360. If it is 5 sides, that's a pentagon, that's 540. So just actually add 180, 180, you get the total number or the total measures of all the interior angles in a triangle, in a polygon. So again, the total measure of all the angles, interior angles in a triangle is 180. If it is quadrilateral, that's 360. So this one, 46, 25, and x. So you're going to find out, or you're going to look for the value of x. So what number, if you're going to add to 46 and 25, the answer is 180. But since we are in grade 7, you're in grade 7 already, you're going to solve it algebraically. So what we're going to do is, kapag i-plus mo itong tatlo, 46 plus 25 plus x, dapat ang sagot niyan is 180. Very good. So it should be 180. So how are you going to solve for x, given that this is the equation? So lahat ng walang x, ilipat mo sa kabila or transpose it to the other side. So because it doesn't have x, so you're not going to transpose this, all you have to do is copy. So 46, because it doesn't have x, so ilipat mo siya. Ang 25 rin, ilipat mo. Kapag ilipat mo, ang sign nila is magiging baliktad. So if it is positive, it will be negative. If it is negative, it will be positive. So 46, magiging negative 46. Ang 25, magiging negative 25. So x now would be equal to 180 minus 46 minus 25. So we'll use calculator in answering. So 180 minus 46 minus 25, that's 109. So the measure of x is 109 degrees. So that's the answer for number 1. We'll proceed with number 2. Number 2, this is number 2. So 120, this is 120, this is x plus 10, and this is 110. So that's the exterior angle. So if you also know the relationships on angles, so kapag may linear pair, it is one supplementary, or the total measure is 180. So kapag ito siya, 180. Kapag ito is 110, ibig sabihin this one is 180 minus 10. And what minus 180 minus 110, and that's 70. So again, para makuha mo yan siya, all you have to do is 180 minus 110, kasi this one is a linear pair, or ito siya, total nito 180. Kapag may line, kapag nag-form ng line, that's 180. So ito 110, so ibig sabihin ito 70. Now we have the interior angles, lahat ng angles in a quadrilateral. So what's the total measure? 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sides is 360. So 360 ang total measure. So ibig sabihin, kapag i-plus mo itong apat, the total is 360. So 120 plus x plus 10 plus 70, ang total niya is 360. So lahat ng walang x, ilipat sa kabila, lahat ng may x, maiwan. So 120, ilipat mo sa kabila, magiging negative. Ito, mananatili siya dyan. Ito, mananatili rin siya dyan. So ito positive na, so just put it positive. Ito positive siya, so plus x. So positive 10, ilipat mo, magiging negative 10. Positive 70, ilipat mo maging negative 70. Ang 360, ilipat mo siya sa kabila? No, because it doesn't have x. So kung may x dyan, ilipat mo doon. Pero wala siyang x, so mananatili siya. So 360 is not right. Naikopyahin mo lang 360. Kailangan mo lagyan ng plus. Kasi positive ang 360, so positive 360. So the sign for positive is plus. So next, x plus x. Ibig sabihin yan, may 1 dyan, may 1 dyan. So isang x, dagdagan ng isang x, dalawa ng x. So 100, negative 120. So that we would be sure of our answer. Negative 120 minus 10 minus 70 plus 360, that's 160. So 2x is equal to 160. So divide both sides by 2. X now would be equal to 80. Because 160 divided by 2 is 80. Ibig sabihin ito, 80 siya. 80 degrees ito. Next, ito 80 plus 10, that's 90 degrees. So this one is 90 degrees. It should be letter L, right angle. Next, let's proceed with number 3. Number 3, so these are two triangles. So dalawang triangles yan siya na magkadikit. So this one, kailangan nating malaman ang measure nito. Kasi if you notice, they are vertical angles. Kailangan natin malaman ito. So how are we going to do? So ito, di ba, 180. The total of the measure in here is 180. We need to find the measure of this one because they are equal kasi they are vertical angles. Very good. Kapag vertical angles, yung angle na magkatalikod, they have the same measure. Para malaman natin ang measure ng x. So before we're going to solve for x, kailangan natin munang i-measure ito siya. So this one is 180, bawasan ng 40, bawasan ng 50. So ang measure niyan is 180 minus 40 minus 50, it's 90 degrees. So ibig sabihin 90 degrees, ito pala 90 degrees, this angle is 90 degrees. So if this is 90, ibig sabihin this is also 90. So we could solve for x already. So ang x plus 60, the same with this one, plus 90 is equal to ang total measure of all the interior angles is 180. So x, maiwan siya dyan, 180. Copy mo 180 para mas madali na lang. So minus mo na 60, minus ka ng 90. Kasi ilipat mo maging negative, ilipat mo maging negative. So x equals to 180 minus 60 minus 90, it's 30 degrees. So ibig sabihin, this is 30 degrees. This angle, ang kalaki nitong angle, ang laki ng kanyang bika, or ang laki, the angle, the measure of the angle is 30 degrees. So next, if you notice, they are all exterior angles. Lahat nito ay exterior angles. They are angles at sa labas. If they are here, so there are interior angles. But if they are outside the polygon, they are exterior angles. And according to the theory, the sum of all the exterior angles is 360. So kapag lahat ng ang total nitong mga angles na sa labas is 360. So we'll solve for it. I-plus mo 60, plus mo ng 13x, plus mo ng 6x, plus mo 8x plus 30 is equal to 360. Again, kahit ganito pa yan siya, kahit triangle pa siya, or kahit pentagon, as long as it is in the interior angle, the total measure of all the exterior angles is always 360. Whatever kind of polygon it may be. So let's solve for the measure. Lahat ng may x, maiwan dito. Lahat ng walang x, dun sa kabila. Again, kailangan na equal ang sign. But because of the space, we're going to transfer it here, the equal sign. 13x plus 60. Ilipat natin sa kabila kasi wala siyang x. So positive, maging negative. Ang 13x, may x siya. So may iwan siya dyan. 6x, may iwan rin siya kasi may x siya. So just copy. Positive 6x. May x, so just copy. Walang x, so ilipat. Negative 30. So ito 360, may x siya, wala. There's none. Wala siyang x dito. So, kung wala siyang x, so, mananatili siya dyan. So, hindi mo siya ilipat sa kabila. So, just copy it. Magiging positive 360. Next. 13 plus 6 plus 8. That's 27. So, 27x. Next. Negative 60 minus 30 plus 360. That's 270. So, kailangan ng x lang matira. So, divide both sides by 27, 27. Para makancel ang 27, matira na lang si x. 270 divided by 27, that's 10. So, x is equals to 10. So, ibig sabihin nito, this is 60 degrees. This is 13 times 10. So, 13 times 10 is 130. Ito, 6 times 10, this is 60 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, congruent pala itong angles. Next, 8 times 10, 80 plus 30, 110. So, ito kasi, this x will become 10 plus 30. Bakit 10? Kasi yun ang answer pag solve natin. So, x daw si 10. Si x daw ay 10. So, itong x, si 10 yan siya. So, 8 times 10, 80 plus 30, that's 110. So, let's check if our answer is correct. Kapag i-plus natin lahat ng measure, it should be 360. So, 60 plus 130 plus 60 plus 110 should be 360. So, our answer is 360. So, our answer is correct. Next, we'll proceed with number 5. Number 5, this is a quadrilateral. So, the total is 360. So, all you have to do is add mo yan lahat. X plus 10 plus 95 plus 2x minus 10 plus x plus 20 is equal to, kapag i-plus mo yan lahat, that's 360. Kasi kung 4 sides, that's 360. Kapag 5, 540. Kapag 3, 180. Next. Lahat ng may x may iwan. So, may x siya. Ito walang x, malipat mo, maging negative 10. Ito positive 95, maging negative 95 kasi wala siyang x, ilipat mo. So, negative 95. 2x, may x siya, so it will stay. Negative 10 will be transposed because it doesn't have x, so it will become positive 10. The negative will become positive 10. So, it will stay because it has x. Positive 20 will be transposed, it will be negative 20. 360 will stay because it doesn't have x. Lahat ng walang x dito, lahat ng may x sa kabila. Add. Kapag x lang, ibig sabihin may 1 dyan, may 1 rin dyan. So, 1 plus isang x, dagdagan ng dalawang x, dagdagan ng isang x, that's 4x is equal to. So, for that, negative 10 minus 95, that's negative 105 plus 10, so on and so forth. So, but it will be easier if we'll use calculator. So, negative 10 minus 95 plus 10, where are we? Minus 20 plus 360. So, the answer is 245. Are we correct? So, it's 245. So, 245. So, negative 10 minus 95 plus 10 minus 20 plus 360. That's 245. So, we will have the decimal answer. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Ang divide mo yung katabi ng x. X is equal to, divided by 4, that's 61.25. So this is already the answer because according to the direction, we're just going to find for the value of x. But we're not going to stay there. We're going to check our answer. So if the answer is 61.25, cx daw is 61.25. So ibig sabihin, this one, 61.25, sorry, 61.25 magiging 71.25. Ito si x daw dagdagan ng 10. So si x ng 61.25 dagdagan ng 10, that's 81.25. Dalawang x, so dalawang 61.25 bawasan ng 10. So, sorry, again, times 2, that's 61.25 times 2 minus 10, that's 112.25. 112.5. Let's check na kailangan ito, kapag i-plus mo yan lahat, the answer is 360. So 112.5 plus 95 plus 71.25 plus 81.25 is 360. So we get the correct answer. So if you add them, that's 360. So we get the correct answer. So that's it for solving for x in the figure, or solving problems involving polygons.